Brower from MJ12, say what's up, buddy.
Hey everybody, happy to be casting this. We've got BTD and Cameron's Highlanders. Just waiting for them to accept the invite.
Not showing me any good news on the Twitch site.
Do you have a delay set up?
Not right now, no.
Okay.
Brower from MJ12,
There
say
we
what's
go.
up, buddy.
Now it's good to go.
So there's a short delay. Good to know. Probably still got some time before people start rolling in. As, like you said, we won't have the Week 6 mechs for the 1v1 to play, but we will be doing Week 6 for map-wise, which is Canyon Network, Mining Collective, River City, Verdian Bog, Frozen City, and then Canyon Network. And that is a big mother of a map for a 1v1.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be a ranged 1v1, so that helps, but yeah, it's still pretty big.
And they're not the fastest of mechs.
No, I think it's like 56. You might be able to get it to 60 with speed tweak, but I don't think you'd want to do that.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's the official word. BTD forfeits the 1v1. Unless they agree to something else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm of the mind that if we can cast something, that'd be great, but whatever they want to do is fine with me for this.
I got you. I'm with you there.
Alright, we're just going to jump to drop 2, I guess. So that's mining. That's the light drop. Oh, I guess we haven't decided team sides then.
That is correct. They need to decide what they're going to.
Yeah, I'm just checking the rules.
Perfect. Got the announcements out. We're good to go.
Yeah, as I understand it, Cameron's Highlanders gets to choose map side for this drop, and then I believe it just alternates.
You're asking me when I hate looking for that information.
I mean, I'm looking, I just haven't done this.
still see nothing. No, you're correct, yeah.
Yep.
The winning team of the 1v1 will choose the map side for drop 2. Afterwards, the map sides switch each drop. Because we couldn't just have them all stay on one side.
Well, no, that could, depending on the rotation, that could be pretty imbalanced.
Yeah.
And a little imbalance is fine, but yeah.
Just waiting on Cameron's Highlanders to get things sorted. Both teams been around for a long time in the competitive scene. Blackthorn Dragoons actually been here since Season 2 of MRBC. So they are veterans of this. I know Orbit Rain's been around a while. I've heard stories of him from other people. I can't remember if they're good or bad, though.
Yeah, so just to go over for this drop, it's 4 lights, 1 medium, no duplicate chassis, no lock-ons, and the cap is theta.
One thing to note that it is now 7 weeks for Divisions B and C for this tournament that starts in 2 days. The maps and the 1v1s to come right away too.
So
Looks like
they are, yeah. Well, if they say they're ready, then we can.
Yeah, just waiting on confirmation, and we can let this baby roll. They're going pretty light on Cameron's Highlander side, though.
Oh yeah, and they are both Charlie stacked, which is the shortest path to theta. Okay, so we are going to launch. Looks like the chat wants you to show your cat.
I see that. Nobody gets a cat today.
Oh, that's sad.
Or she'll come down here, realize I'm casting, and start meowing away.
That's what the people want.
It's true. Bastards. You know the buttons?
Yeah, I have the key map in front of me too. It's not the most intuitive. Alright, I am on BTD side.
What do you got? What do you see?
Interesting. They have an Adder, Bushwhacker, Irby, Javelin, and Wolfhound. The Adder is a medium pulse and 4 heavy meats, which I haven't seen. Small pulse Javelin. Irby, I bet, is medium pulse and machine gun. Yep.
I guess I should tell you we don't like talking about weapons until the fight gets engaged.
Oh, that's right. No delay.
But Cameron's Highlanders have brought the Commando 2D, Vulcan, the Urban K9, Wolf Hound 2, and the Javelin 10P. Quick movement on Theta as well from both teams.
Yeah, they're just diving right in. But it looks like this Vulcan from Cameron's Highlanders was a little bit late. Oh, I left it on skirmish, of course.
Well, we can't win them all.
Nope.
Orbit Rain going to be going down here right away. 51%. Oh, he was getting hit a lot in the back. Beautiful strike. Probably some team damage off of that, though.
Yeah, it looks like BTD maybe just ahead in the damage right now. That Vulcan is pretty shot up too. Oh, the Vulcan's gonna die. It's shut down.
Yeah, I had a few guys not on top deck here, where Blackthorn Dragoons were all stacked up.
That Wolfhound for BTD should go down, as well as the Javelin, most likely.
Oh, Haji getting hit by strikes.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
Yep, this is gonna go to BTD for sure. But maybe they can scrape some kills out of this.
Come in.
Nope.
Control the surface. Can anyone read?
Good work by Blackthorn Dragoons into 4-1. You should be ashamed.
I'm so ashamed. Oh wow, that Wolfhound 570. That is a lot of work from that Wolf.
That is quite a lot. Holy smokes. Just waiting on stats. Yes, a lot of team damage on the BTD side. 76, 65, and 18. Let these guys know that that damage counts. Overall score. Only in team damage
still
only.
hurts.
Yeah, it always hurts. If not feelings, it hurts for real. Take a look at the numbers so far. Ten, 11 points? 11 points to 2? 3. Damn it, I'm blind. Right at the top.
Did you get the 1v1 result?
Yes, because it was the win for Cameron
Okay.
Islanders. I got it on the list, on the board.
Yeah, not a lot of team damage on the side of Cameron's Highlanders. They must not have dropped some of those safe strikes there.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you said, looking at the map strat, it was pretty simple. Nothing out of the ordinary. Straight up, get in there. No theta to take, but just brawl her out.
Yeah, I'm curious if we'll ever see anything else. I could see a team with some JJs maybe trying to abuse the high ground above Theta at some point. Like if they know the other team has a bushwhacker or something else stuck to the ground. But, I mean, otherwise, most of the lights are going to have enough JJs to nullify that.
Especially with the lights. It's nice to just get a brawl out.
Oh, yeah.
Got the team switched over. Nice. Just waiting on Blackthorns to set up.
Yeah, so this is 4 mediums and 1 heavy, and it's River City Theta. So it's the point down in the water.
River City.
All right, now we're just waiting on Cameron's Highlanders. So BTD has 250 tons, split between Alpha and Charlie. So really a wide split there. And then it looks like Cameron's Highlanders wants to go Alpha Charlie or Alpha Bravo, which is a little bit more conventional, I think, spawning closer together.
And both teams are good to go.
All right, we'll go. I'm curious if maybe BTD wants to set some mechs up on Starport, and then their Charlie Lance is going to try and rush Theta to Sliver Cap. Because the cap is really important here. If you can hold it for like 5 minutes, that really puts pressure on the opposing team.
Correct, yeah. Always good to have that safety net that you know they have to push something else.
Yep. It helps to dictate what they can do and where they have to go.
All right, what are you staring at? Tell me what you got.
Let's see. So we got an Assassin and Arctic Wolf, Veagle 2, a Champion 3N, and a Bushwhacker P.
Staring at Blackthorn Dragoons, I see.
Yes. What do you have over there?
I am not over there yet. But they brought the Uziel 6P and Assassin 23, the Grasshopper Mary Jane, Crab 27B, and a Bushwhacker X1.
Okay, so, yeah. I have a sense of what they might be trying to do. So BTD's kind of scouting the left side of Citadel here. I'm a little curious why they haven't just grabbed the point. The Assassin might be going for it here.
Yeah, Orbit Rain pushing tight to the Citadel.
But playing conservatively, I mean, that's smart. He doesn't know where all the BTD mechs...
UAVs out
Probably.
on both sides, but what they see, I don't know yet.
Yeah, interesting that BTD has moved their bigger mechs into, like, the rock garden area near Theta.
Thank gosh they put those rocks there.
Some fire now.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Yeah, so that's a Daka Veagle. I assume the champion's Daka. And I assume Cameron Highlanders is a lot of MPLs and SRMs. So I bet they're trying to find a time to push into this.
They are swinging around.
Yep, it looks like they're about to commit. Done feeling each other out. Yeah, this Grasshopper's coming right in.
He is a bit out in the open only. Yeah, sure, Epic out in the front with him.
Oh, Grasshopper shut down and it's getting punished hard for it. Got a strike on it. That might be it. Just escapes it.
Ooh, he's living red life, 64%.
Yep, bit of a scrum now.
Oh, he's shut down again, hasn't he? Oh man. Oh, he's yeah.
Ooh, that's a bad time. Yep.
BTD smartly taking out the grasshopper.
Yeah, I would have expected them to just push in with their MPL. They've sat a little bit far back for my taste, but they got the assassin down. That's good. Well, Cameron's Highlanders did. It looks like this crab's going to be in trouble. It's against like 4 mechs almost all alone.
Keeping the score even there, Falcon Hane and Deriku.
Yeah, I mean, Highlanders has the percentages, but it's still 3v3. It looks like this Arctic Wolf is going to be done in a second, fighting an assassin and Uziel.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Stuff You Fear is going the wrong direction. They should have focused on Amarok.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anytime you get caught alone against multiple mechs is bad. And that Bushwhacker just won't go down, huh?
Yeah, Cameron's High was... Yeah, well, this will be over, yeah. Right away here.
Yep, so that should be it. And now they can cap any point they want. That was an interesting brawl.
Yeah, good way to work through the brawl there. And now we get to wait 3 minutes.
Well, they can cap anything at least, so they should be able to speed it up.
Yeah.
Not sure why they're full capping Theta at this point.
Enemy forces have Sigma.
Yeah, Orbit Rain, good condition, just one yellow torso, that ain't bad at all. Just nobody focused on him at all.
Yep, that is very fresh for an assassin.
And Maroc 52 still got his LBXs and one snub-nosed PPC. Living that no-arm dream.
Yeah, I'm always curious what teams will come up with for 5v5s, because you don't need that much ammo, and you don't necessarily need as many heat sinks as for a larger. So you can do some interesting builds.
The enemy has capped enough resources. We've failed.
Oh yeah, Amarok with the lead 707 damage. And 568 for Haji on the BTD side.
Yeah, that's doing some work. And then more balanced damage across BTD.
And a disappointment in the team damage department, 6 being the most. Need to bump up those numbers, those are rookie numbers. But
I mean, that's good though. I like to see low team damage, to be honest.
But 4 components destroyed from that champion from Stuff You Fear, and then 4 for Amarok and Cameron Highlander's side, 5 for Orbit Rain, and 3 for Separate Poner. So they were doing some good work there.
All right, so we've got Viridian Day now. And so this will be 4 heavies and an assault, and the cap is still Theta. Theta cap all night tonight.
Got a nice 14-14 score tied up here right now.
Yeah, I think that losing that grasshopper like that really hurt quite a bit because that's a fair amount of armor. But, you know, this is an exhibition, and these are all things that can be improved before the matches are live and begin to matter. But, you know, they pulled it out anyway.
Can't remember if the special mech...
What special mech?
If the fat mech means anything.
Where? What?
No, there's nothing about it. No, that's fine. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Just assuming things.
All right, I'm going to switch the map strat over to Bog. And so this one has been kind of interesting. I think this cap is in the low ground, and so I think teams have been using some of the elevation here. I know we've seen teams bring ATMs to this map, as well as DACA, so I'm curious what we'll see.
Because you said this is a Theta drop as well, correct?
Yep, all of them are Theta tonight, and this Theta drop is the cap that's sort of down in the low ground.
The awful one.
Yeah.
Great for Team 2's side. Ish.
Maybe, yeah, they do have potentially more of the high ground on Theta side.
Yeah, that's close to it, but Team 1, you could probably hold E5 and shoot from above. I don't know, it's a tough...
Yeah, I don't think you have... Oh, they're ready, so we will go. I don't think you have great vision from that central high ground on Team 1 side on Theta itself, but you can certainly still use that in some way, I think. And it being a heavier drop, getting mechs up with JJs is a little bit harder. I mean, you could see Nightjeers and Grasshoppers and some other things, Summoners, but some of the other good options are ground-bound. All right, so no drop ships this time.
These are just mechs here from last time. I'm staring at Cameron's Highlanders, and let me tell you what they got, because they brought the big boy, Annihilator 2A, Marauder 3R, Warhammer Black Widow, Roughneck, and the Grasshopper Mary Jane again, because I don't say the right name. What do you got on the BTD side?
Okay. So we've got a Cataphract 3L, Champion 3N, a Nightjeer, a Mad Cat 2B, and a Warhammer 60. Mad Cat's going low ground, the rest of the team's going high ground.
A Cataphract, though. Such a weird thing to bring to this one.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a lot of armor. I'm not sure what they have on it, but it's certainly a tanky. The champion is now going to the low ground as well. Looks like that's their designated cap mech. Being cautious, though. Oh, and it looks like the Nightjeer just ate a bunch of damage from Cameron Highlander's DACA mechs and did nothing in return.
Oh yeah, 86.
Controlled by the enemy.
That's a rough trade.
I do feel good about myself. Cameron Highlanders went exactly where I thought someone should go.
Yeah, I mean, they can control...
You still need somebody in the low ground because you've lost the cap point now. But
Yes. Yeah, they can shoot if BTD tries to get towards them, but they really don't have anything to contest the cap right now, which is not a problem for the moment, but could be.
yeah, I think if you had one guy in the water towards the rock over there so you could see, or somewhere down there.
And they're kind of death blobbing forward.
Oh, rotaries.
Yeah, I like DACA for this, but oh man, the Mad Cat and the Nightjeer have just been farmed.
Oh yeah, that's 60% for T-Sphered.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were trading against the whole firing line on their own, which is rough. Yeah, percentages not looking great for BTD right now. And it looks like they're just trying to buy time at the moment, just hold them off. I think we're going to start seeing BTD mechs go down real fast, though.
Well, there's a lot of bad percentages on there, a lot of torn shoulders and everything.
Yeah, I think...
Great strike placement, though.
Oh, yep, the Warhammer goes down first. Mad Cat follows.
Even Serpic Poner, why is he not? 40%?
Maybe a standard engine must be...
What's
Yeah, I mean, it's like opened side torsos, but that's... Well, that is a good drop from Cameron's Highlanders. Very decisive.
Oh, he almost got legged.
Beta is ours.
Yeah, not a good drop for BTD, who got the cap point off quick and just did not have a good time holding it.
Yeah, and I really like that. I think that's the right move. They just, I think, need to work on sort of that next stage of the match and making sure that they're scouting properly so they don't have one mech trading against four. Because that Nightjeer in the beginning, that's a tough way to start out.
Possession of Kappa.
Well, I'm glad that they're going to all the caps, otherwise we could be here quite a while.
Ah, 3 rotary 2s, my man, that's the way to do it.
We have Gamma.
And yes, Dith, I do like DACA. Not for everything, but for most things.
We've got
DACA's the way to go. Well, run me through those team damage numbers, or you want me to do it?
Sure, yeah.
I guess I should. Yeah, Sir Epic Poner in that Niler 2A with the 693 top damage of the match. For CH, BTD, T-Sphered, and that Nightjar Prime still got 475 after taking that damage off the beginning, so still doing a good job. And pretty even damage numbers across the board, so minus the big boys on the CH side.
Yeah, I think it looked like the Nightjar got more cautious after that first hit, and so is still able to put in some work, which is, smart. All right, the lobby's all set. Did we have any big team damage on that one?
20 and 18 for Falcon, Hane, and Shaman. And 3 for the CH side.
Yeah, that's not too bad. But wow, Sir Epic Poner, 6 components destroyed. That is great.
Well, even White Tiger was 6 as well.
Yeah, that's some good work finishing off those components.
Yeah, BTD just not having any good luck on these. Only 3 across the whole team.
Yeah, and I think like the champion is a good mech, but I do wonder in this format with no tonnage limit, if there might be a heavier, tankier option. Because it does look like Cameron's Highlanders, they just took a fair number of really tanky mechs. Especially that Annihilator. I mean, I wish we could see damage done to them, but...
I mean, they were pretty spread out. They had what looked like a decent firing line, but they just got backed off and got picked off. It just didn't work out for them.
Yeah, I'm curious what teams will end up doing from... I think, was that... Yeah, from the Team 2 side, because they can't access that central high ground that Cameron Highlanders used, and so I'm just curious because BTD got pushed down into the low ground, and that's not a situation you want to be. So we'll see what teams do about that. So this next drop is interesting. It's 1 light and 4 assaults, Frozen City Theta. So I think in a lot of cases this is going to mean you have 1 tiny light that's going to have to try and grab the cap, and then it'd be interesting to see if any team brings Brawl, like Brawly assaults, or if everybody sticks with ER large, PPCs, that kind of thing. Yeah, because you can control Theta from the high ground on either side, and there's a lot of space in the middle here to try and cross if you're trying to brawl. And if you're trying to brawl with assaults, usually you can't go that fast.
Yeah, I think like I talked about last time, is you need a fast guy to get down there, or you kind of just wait it out. You just don't let no one take it. Anyone, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get an ER large mech with vision on Theta, you might be able to deny Theta pretty well. Or you can try and grab it with a Flea or a Piranha or something. Piranha's a little riskier because it's so easy to kill, while so low on hit points and a little bigger. But, I mean, you could see teams take an MPL mech and just say, we're going to win the light fight with that or something. We'll see.
Yeah, there are options. I would have a linebacker just in case. Gotta be ready.
So BTD not yet ready, but they're looking like Alpha Bravo. But I don't think the spawns really are going to matter too much here.
Yeah. Just waiting on the Hajj.
Yep, I probably should actually be tracking the time, but we'll get.
I don't judge. It's fine. It's not. Nothing's official yet.
No, and I feel like this is going relatively quickly. Although this drop could take a bit. Okay. So Team 2 is Alpha Charlie. So I assume Charlie is the fast mech, probably, run into Theta, and then Alpha, Lance, they're going to set up in the high ground. Orbit's ready, so we will launch. Oh, and Cameron Highlanders are a little bit lighter. They're at 370. So I don't know if that's a lighter light or just lighter assaults overall. We'll see.
Yep, I wasn't paying attention. I forgot that it is a different week, so this is in a different place. Like you said, it is 4 assault mechs and 1 light. So, no linebackers on this one. That was a week 2 thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which, she's a cold, blizzardy one today on set.
Well, we could still see linebackers in drop 6, so we'll see. Although on Canyon, maybe not so much.
Probably not, yeah. Dropships inbound. I'm staring at BTD, who run in the Commando 1D. Blood Asp, A, Marauder 2CB, Marauder 4A, and a Cyclops Schleppnir. What do you got on the Cameron's Highlander side?
So we've got an Annie 1P, an Awesome 8Q, Stalker 5S, a Battlemaster 1G, and then a Flea that's dashing straight to Theta. Looks like we'll get a fight. Looks like the Flea will get there before the Commando. The Commando's actually ignoring the cap, interestingly.
Did they even see each other? I don't think they did either.
I don't think so. The Flea's not looking towards the Commando. It's scouting out the main body of BTD, though. Just looking like DACA, and they're pushing decisively across.
Oh, man.
Oh, that Commando is in among the Highlanders.
That is a dangerous game to play, my friend.
Well, it did get them to turn away from the DACA push that's coming across the canyon, so that's actually potentially really useful. Just gotta stay alive, though.
Yeah, just gotta stay alive.
And it's a great matchup against that Annie, because the Annie's all so high mount. Now, BTD is starting to get into the city with their DACA. And just pummeling that Awesome. But they are kind of strung out. I think I'm concerned about that. I like how this is set up for them, but I feel like they just need to get their mechs in all together. They're kind of trickling.
Yeah, BTD's just a little bit too behind here. Haji's gonna go down. Oh, but he's taking out Orbit Rain. That's a big one to take out first.
And those peeps are pretty good close up compared to the ER larges usually.
This might have been a better map for the MRM 100 Cyclops, which moves a little bit faster. I think 56, not 48, like the Schleppnir. He's got the DACA.
Yeah, I mean, he could potentially get it up to like 50 or 51, but that doesn't make much difference at that point. The Battlemaster goes down. This is turning out really well for the DACA mechs of BTD. Because they have the Sustain, they have the Alpha. Oh, this Annie is going to get ganked in the back by this Cyclops. Yep, LB40s.
Does work when you bring the shaddies.
Yep. So really the question is, who's going to kill this Flea?
Oh, T-Sphere going to be just murdered by this
Oh,
strike
he
here.
got legged. There we go. That's it.
Resource point Beta is ours.
Nothing. Nothing touched him. You got to be kidding me. T-Sphere getting away
I don't
with
think they know where
luck.
the flea is. They can't find the flea.
Ooh, getting... Oh, my God.
They're so close. Okay, there we go.
Strike missing everybody again. Oh, man. No luck on the strikes on that one.
Yeah, that was interesting. I was talking about how you can't really bring brawl, and I guess they didn't, but they did push across the center, and it worked out very well for them.
Yeah, I think what the commando did was hold them back long enough so that they could... I mean, still, walking in one by one, it shouldn't have worked out, but it did, so... Good work for Blackthorn Dragoons. I think they lucked out on that one.
Yeah, I think the commando kept them from concentrating fire at range because they were all annoyed by that commando. And then I did notice some of the more shot up BTD mechs started to slow down by the dropship and let their other mechs pass. So
Yeah.
they did start to sort of. And now the waiting game.
Yeah, that was a weird one, but that's textbook. Using your light correctly.
Yeah, I mean, the commando even got good damage, but I would say even if that commando didn't contribute much damage or get that kill, that's still huge play right there.
Just bringing up the sexy stats. I haven't looked at the damage yet.
Yeah, that was just a little teaser.
Oh, Haji getting 630. Top damage in the match. Good job. And 506 from Serapic Poner and that Annihilator. Who stuff you fear? 362 in that commando? Hot diggity.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think Haji was the first one in, so despite eating a lot of damage on the way in, still did quite a bit of work in that Bloodbath. And then on the other side, the Annie 1P and the Stalker did some good damage. The Battlemaster did respectably, but they just didn't get quite enough out of those mechs at long range, out of the Awesome or the others, focusing those mechs down as.
Yeah, they were ready for a long range battle, and they didn't get it.
I mean, that's what I expected too, to be honest.
And a beautiful 37 team damage by Serapic Poner. 25 on Haji from the BTD side. It's a good start, gentlemen. We got one more match.
What, you're looking for triple digits, I assume, huh?
Always.
So next up we have Canyon.
Got one of each mech class plus an additional.
Yes, and I assume that's usually going to be an assault because, armor and firepower are important, and the more of that you can have, the better. But, you might see somebody bring an extra heavy, or I kind of want to see a team bring 2 lights, but I don't know that that'll happen at all. It's a pretty big risk to take.
I'd like to thank Throwing with Live for subscribing again. Thanks, buddy. You better be. But yeah, I'm gonna look at the map strat because I think that was an interesting one.
Yes. Yep, so we had the Flea run up to Theta from Charlie, and then BTD, I think it was, set up their firing line on Fox 4, Fox 5.
I'll just put some scribbles
no.
there for the commando.
Oh, nope, I'm mixing this up. So BTD did the DACA push.
Yeah.
And the Highlanders set up their firing line by the dropship. Sorry about that.
But like I said, rocking up that E6 to F5 corridor there. Or that E5, sorry. I covered it. Walking up the 5 corridor for BTD worked out super well for them. Even being spread out like that seemed crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that they wanted their commando to go up there and just cause confusion. It looked like that's exactly what they planned, and it just worked out exactly as they wanted.
Yeah, there was too much confusion if you'd wanted to turn and shoot him or risk a back shot. But yeah, I mean, it didn't turn out too well for the Awesome, who went down first. And I don't even know if he was involved too much in it, but he was the focus of the guys walking up the hill.
Yep, he kind of got Skyline standing on top of, I think it might have been the dropship, but it might have also just been a ridge to the rear of the dropship, and just kind of got focused by, I think, 2 DACA.
Yeah, those nipple cannons don't work the greatest sometimes, even though it is a great mech to bring.
Oh yeah, love the mech, but yeah, not the highest mounts, and you never really want to stare down 2 DACA mechs in much of anything. Well, it looks like Stuff You Fear is trying to get a 1v1 going with Succubus. We'll see if that happens. Unclear if that's going to happen or not. We'll see. And so Cameron Highlanders are Charlie Heavy from Team 1. So they could either set up on the Echo 4 Delta 5 ridge, or maybe go around Epsi. Sorry.
You're all good now.
Okay. With the delay, I couldn't see. So they could either set up maybe on this ridge. If they want to push, they could push Epsi corner. Those are probably their best options. I would assume more like an Echo 4 Delta 5 firing line, maybe, but and then BTD, we don't know yet, but they're in all 3 DZs at the moment.
Bring some jumpy jets and be good to go. Fly over some hills. Is a possibility.
Yep.
Could be Brawl, could be long range.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see some more DACA based on what they've been bringing. DACA or maybe Brawl, but Brawl can be a little bit dicey if your Brawl mechs don't have JJs on this.
Some nice chat going on in here.
And I'm not quite sure what BTD is going to do based on the spawns yet. They're in Bravo, so they could set up... Oh, wrong color. They could set up sort of in this high ground, maybe. That has decent lines to Theta. They might have their light in... Well, probably in Alpha if it's got JJ's Bravo, if it does. Just waiting.
Yeah, Highlander's ready to go. It looks like they're ready to go now too for BTD. Just waiting on the word. Do you know what the word is?
The bird is the word.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Haji's ready. We're going. Highlanders with a little bit more tonnage here. 345 to 330 on the BTD side. Oh, I'm noticing there's some nice unit colors. It looks like on some of these mechs. I don't see that often. Good on them.
Yeah, both units have been around for a while, so they have been very good for having color coordination going on here. What are you staring at?
So I'm looking at BTD. They've got a Huntsman, a Mad Cat 2B, a Blood Asp, a Nightjar, and a Commando. What do you have on Highlander's side?
Zipping over there right now. Succubus bringing the Commando 2D, Serp Epic Poner, and Annihilator 2A, Nightshire, Mad Cat 2B, and a Vapor Eagle 2 for Orbit Rain.
So it sounds like both teams are going in on DACA. I like the Annie pick and the Clan DACA on this.
Yeah, Blackstone Dragoons getting the Theta off the bat, but...
Oh, and getting away without too much damage, even though there was a little bit of a peak from that vehicle. Yeah, Highlander's on like the Epsy corner now, kind of cruising up. And it looks like BTD are content to just play a little bit further back. They have the cap, so they can afford to, but they're in the low ground. I don't know if they're maybe pushing to sit right up around Theta now.
Yeah, they're gonna guard Theta from the back. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they can get out of that low ground and get some lines, that always worries me when you don't have lines. And this Huntsman is taking a little damage, but not... And the Huntsman is ATMs.
Oh, Aiden, yeah, just rough. Talking he wasn't looking the right way, he just took a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah, that's like a quarter of his mech gone. Oh, yeah, that Annie on the Highlander side is Rax and DACA, it looks like.
He took a lot out of Haji, too. Oh, Aiden, don't back up, buddy. Oh, that's gonna be if that's an airstrike, man.
Oof, yeah, that's a big hit. He's probably one touch. But they've still got the cap. They can kind of try and slow play this, but they're not well positioned in cover, this Blood Asp and this Mad. They're kind of sitting up, and the Mad Cat goes down.
Yeah, that Annihilator's done too much work with his... like he's... Him in the Nightjar, the main guy's firing from Survivor Poner Deriku. Or Deriku's in the Mad Cat 2B, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that the Annie has cover, so whenever he jams, he can just hide behind that.
Yeah, stuff over there now, but it's a bit late for them. Beautiful strike on Sir Epic Poner. Not much touched him, but...
Yeah, maybe a little help from RNGesus there. I think he should go down soon. These Annies are just so tanky.
Oh man, yeah, he's done so much work and not taking that much back.
And I do want to say the Veagle and the Nightjar fighting from the Epsy side of Theta, they've also been doing some good work, just maintaining that.
Was tied up going into this match too. 25-25 apiece, I believe.
Come on, Stuff You Fear, take down that Annie. There we go.
All right.
and now Highlanders can just take the cap, and I would love to say that this commando will turn it around, but 1 on 5 or 1 on 4. Little commando duel going on, but Stuff You Fear definitely is not getting the best of it after already taking damage.
Yeah, that's too bad because that was a nice quick start for Blackthorn Dragoons to get the cap and move guys in. It just, yeah, that did not work out at Theta.
Yep, and this commando is 1 touch now, so it shouldn't be too much longer. Although it is a commando, so maybe 1 touch is more like 5 or 6 volleys, I don't know.
Yeah, so, you know. Well, that one connected.
Yep, should lose a leg any minute, and then that should be it.
That's so red. Jesus.
Spreading damage very well.
That boy knows how to pivot.
Well, and smart that they haven't grabbed any of the other caps beforehand, even though it did not appear to be in doubt. So yeah, I think Highlanders just did a good job of using what cover there is on that ridge to the southeast of, and just attacking from multiple angles. I think really, if BTD hadn't gotten stuck sort of on the ramp or on the open ground above that ramp, they could have been in better shape, particularly since they got the early. John, I'm not gonna do a face cam.
He's too pretty. Then they wouldn't want me anymore. Sorry. Not happening.
That's not the reason. Oh, that Annie. Yep, we'll have to look at that and the damage.
Lord almighty.
I wonder how many components that was.
Let me pull up some numbers.
So I still haven't seen a team bring 2 lights on that drop. I'm a little disappointed. Oh yeah, so that Annie, I don't know, you want to go through the damages?
I could, just give me a second. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just 824 for that Annihilator. Just only 3 components destroyed, but just blowing the damage out of the water here. I mean, BTD's got lean damage across the board, but yeah, just got murdered walking up for Aiden Lee. Falcon Hane got lit up too. It was never in a good place to put good damage down range. Or if they did, it was all in that Annihilator and just was never enough.
Yep. Yeah, the Annie is very tanky and yeah, brought a lot of DACA, a lot of racks, and just kind of sandblasted those assaults. 3 KMDDs out of that, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Derek, even that Mad Cat 514, the White Tiger and his Night Dragon 360, just a good job by Cameron's Highlanders to those racks just staring you down. Didn't know what to shoot. Just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, and I think the Huntsman also never managed to get too close. I didn't see the exact ranges, but with the ATMs, I think it was sitting a little bit further back. It might have been able to get more damage if it got closer, but yeah, I also wonder, maybe a ATM Beagle there, or maybe just going DACA. I don't know. Getting close to that firing line would have been deadly.
Yeah, we still got decent damage with 286, I think.
Oh yeah, that's decent.
But yeah, scores come out 35-27 for Cameron's Highlanders. Pretty even across the board. I like the way this played out. That went well. Good job by both teams on their wins.
Yeah, absolutely. It didn't feel like it was all going in one direction or anything. I definitely enjoyed watching that.
So I guess that'll be it. This is the last exhibition match for this tournament. Everything else will be legit after this. Real matches that will count starting week 1 on Monday. So hope to see everybody there. Everybody comes to the cast and check things out.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to watching the matches.
So thanks again, Brower, for joining me.
Thanks for casting, System.
No problem. Did a good job. Glad to have you around.
All right, later.
We will see everybody later. Have a good time, guys.